Izzy and I are on our way to take the ferry across the Mississippi River over to Lansing, Iowa. This should be pretty darn interesting. And we're gonna do an update of the Blackhawk Bridge. The ferry goes underneath the bridge, so that should be pretty interesting. It looks like they just emptied the ferry on this side. Yeah, this will be our first time, so don't really know what to expect. We have a few ferries here in Wisconsin, so that is not unusual, but this is going to be kind of different. Okay, interesting. All right. I expected like a traffic signal or something. The other ferry that I go on fairly often is over Lake Wisconsin. Okay. Interesting. I don't know how many cars this holds. We'll see. Doesn't look like there's room for, oh yeah, maybe. I guess we'll just keep rolling. The deck is completely gone off of the main span all the way. I'm sure you can see this on film, nearly to the other side. I'm guessing they're using it a little bit for the work on the new bridge. The ramp has the deck on this side as well, but very interesting. So it looks like I was thinking we were going to go through this opening right here, but we're going to be going on the main channel. So we got room for one regular size car and one little one. Cassville Car Ferry. I've been through Cassville before. That's downriver. We'll have to look it up on the map. Yeah, this is going to be very interesting this winter when they have to break ice going over to the other side. The other side is kind of, you can't really see it. I could see like the very edge of it over by the marina over there. So he went over and closed the gate, I guess, so nobody drives into the water here. Yeah, we got a lot of barges underneath the bridge, and this one here has a bunch of trusses on it, and they have the crane on the other side, so it's probably picking them off this barge and lifting them over the old bridge. Very interesting. We'll see what we can see from the other side. What you think, Izzy? Are we going on the water for some reason? Is this crazy? Pride of Cassville. We got the captain up there. Yeah, this is going to be very chilly in the winter. Yeah, it is definitely going to take a while to get to town. This will add, another half hour at least. The other ferry that we go on quite often is on cables, and it goes quite the distance across Lake Wisconsin, but the captain does not have to like steer the vessel. It's on cables, or it has cables running underneath it. This one, he has to steer it. See, that's where we're going right there. If you watched my other video, I don't think they actually did any more to it than last time. Feels like he just kicked it into gear. I'm sure it's real shallow back there. I hope they salvage the lights from the old bridge. Yeah, this river used to have lots and lots of ferries, but there's not very many these days. Horseshoe Island right there. That's the main channel right behind Izzy's head. It goes over to the Wisconsin side and then comes way over here to Iowa and under the bridge. They got more of the new bridge done. They got the section to the first pylon. We'll check that out. We'll have to go right past it. Almost there. Maybe on the way back we'll get up front. That would be nice. Not sure if you can see these little raindrops on the windshield. It's supposed to rain and then turn to snow at any time now, so could be snowing on the way back. Last time I was on the water in this area, well, last time I was on the Mississippi was when Natalie was just a baby. So it's been a while. Okay. This is a tiny little ferry. I can see why there's no trucks allowed. Alabama. Minnesota. Interesting. All right, we'll check out the new construction here. And then I'll take you on the ride back as well, if it's gonna look kind of interesting. Yeah, those platforms there, you could see that's where they're putting in all them bolts. I don't know if they're bolts or rivets, but looks like they're bolts. Oh, there's the witch. Right there. So when I got back here, the ferry was just leaving from the trip it made to drop me off, and it took probably a half hour before it got back. Had to pull forward a little bit so they could get a little car on behind me. Yeah, I don't know how many times I want to do this. I got lucky on the way here, but if it was the same, if the ferry was just leaving when I got here, same as when I went back, it would have took over an hour just to get across the river twice. And usually when I go to town, the entire trip takes less than a half hour. I can go to the nearby town quicker than that. Another train. Coal train. I'm catching a lot of trains doing these bridge updates. 2 of them today. All right, we're leaving. Oh, wow. I did not know that. I thought this was all one vessel, but that's a tugboat or a towboat. And he's spinning around. Wow, that's kind of cool. So I guess he's gonna go backwards. Wow, that is kind of cool. There must be some kind of pivot right there. Yeah, he didn't do that on the way over here. He just bumped into us, or into the car part. There's the end of train. DPU. Speed this up a little bit. Hopefully we can see out the windows with this rain. Yeah, I'm hoping to get back before it starts snowing. I got these big tires on this. Don't think they'll do very good in the winter. I thought these guys were working every day but Sunday, but they're not working today. It's Saturday. See how big the line is on this side. Yeah, this boat ramp will definitely be underwater come springtime. Okay, and you can see, oh, I was thinking that was a big section of the bridge. It looks like a cap where the beams meet, going this way, and then beams going that way. Interesting. Crazy that it's going to take 2 more years to build this bridge, and it's already been over 2 years, I think. Almost there. I think Natalie and I are going to come here tomorrow and get some sand from the sand pit over there for her chicken coop. take a look at that on the way out and see where we gotta go. It's raining pretty good. Be interesting to see how this is configured. That little tug must have like bow thrusters, or maybe its main engine is on a pivot, because this current is moving this way pretty good. Alright, here we go. I don't think we're going to be able to get over here. Probably right there. Oh, possibly right here. Oh, we'll have to see.